evening. Cubes of the Cash. Gary B, the Casual Comic Guy here. And joining me in the co-hosting seat, and aptly so, because this is a Bronze Age Babe show, we have Shababs here. Sarah, how you doing tonight?
I am fine, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me. And I would have been really actually hurt if you had my friend Ryan on talking about Bronze Age Babes and not having me involved.
Well, he had requested that you not be on. I said, no, Ryan, that's just not right.
It's just rude, Ryan.
Yeah,
Right.
that sounds just like me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because he was talking about his diva status, and all he kept doing was rolling around on the floor on camera going, it's my show, it's my show.
Well, I mean, my people contacted your people and finally were able to negotiate something, at the last minute,
And for all of you, for those of you catching this, you're going to see the three of us together a lot this week.
Yeah.
Well, Ryan's going to be in the co-hosted seat in 2 nights. And then
yes, I'm going to be with you
on his show on Sunday. So we got this whole week is
us.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The inferior 3.
There we are.
I love it.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Yes, thank you for co-hosting tonight, though, Sarah. Absolutely.
Well, I gotta say, I brought my silver-haired Bronze Age Babe note paper, and I'm going to be grading Ryan on.
Oh no, the pressure!
I know it's like, listen, don't let it, don't fold underneath this, but
okay.
I'll just be taking notes.
All right. Well, just remember on Thursday, I'll just be taking notes too.
Yeah.
Yes, but will it be on a little Magic Lasso notebook pad?
It will.
Oh,
as long as I can get to a printer shop before then.
Yes.
Yes.
Sarah's already coming on and outclassing us, Ryan. What are we going to
do? I know.
And of course, you've heard us talking to him. None other than returning guest who's always fantastic, always brings knowledge, passion, and enthusiasm. None other than the Magic Lasso himself, Ryan. Great to have you back on the 1011, sir.
Thank you so much. This is my 5th appearance in the guest spot, not counting when I've been a co-host, but this is my 5th guesting spot. Wow. That means, Gary, that I think in my CLZ library, I'm going to start a 1011 tag, because every time I'm on this show, I have to go back and see what books I've shown before so I don't repeat. So I think I'm going to literally start a 1011 tag on my CLZ so I know what books I've shown on this show.
I feel like the jerk now. I'm a somebody.
I think it's an honor. Not that many people get their own tag.
I was just going to say.
On my CLZ. So I think that's an honor.
Making that reference. You saw the movie The Jerk, right? When he sees his name in the phone book.
I'm in the phone book too.
I'm a somebody. And he's like dancing around.
Well, as they say at the phone company, hello.
Right. And of course, we got a few notables joining us early, and we'll say hi to them. And then, as everyone else is getting their notifications, I'll give them a quick tip of the hat. But one of my all-time favorite people, Jerry the Jitterbug. Good evening, sir. And he says, "Love the Bronze Age and Babes." So good show for Jerry.
It's right up your alley.
One of my favorite people, Erotic Comics.
Hey, Joe.
We got one of the best supporters in the community, Brad Wellbore. Good evening, sir. And a little bit down, we have the greatest troll in the community, but underneath it all, one of the biggest hearts in the community. We have the Jackson Roy Kirk, and he told me not to say that, but it's the truth.
Yeah.
Hi, Jackson.
Right?
I love him.
Jackson is great. We have Adrian, Actual Dracula. Good evening, sir. Great to see you. Right? No, Joe's just petty and jealous, Ryan. Just don't listen to that.
Okay.
He shouldn't be petty and jealous because I am wearing my Anachronic.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty cool.
To promote Joe. So, don't calm down.
That puts my little note paper to.
Oh, and another one of my favorite people, Mr. Gore Vidal. Good.
How you doing, Gore?
Sir. It is great to see you. All right, but, as his contract states, we got to make them big. All right. This is a wonderful t-shirt. I take it back. So we invited Ryan on this time for a Bronze Age Babes edition of the 1011. Now, Ryan, before you get started, how was this one in regards to challenging compared to the other ones you've done?
So initially I thought, this is such a piece of cake. I've got this one. I don't really have anything to worry about. And then as I started really zeroing in this past weekend, I mean, I've mentally been thinking about this book, because I've known for a while that I'm going to be on this show. I am not a cancellation fill-in. I am a planned guest.
Right.
And as I started to think about it, I went, uh-oh, you're in trouble. Because there's so many fantastic Bronze Age babes that I can't get to. And I kind of went, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. And I started making a list of, when I had like 2 or 3 slots left, I started making a list of all the contenders. And I'm like, so later on in my show, wait for my apology list.
Okay.
That's okay. You know, when you show more than the 10-1-1 on the 10-1-1, you know what that's called, right?
No.
It's called the Joe Clause. So Anachronic Comics is famous for doing that every time he's on. So that we call it the Joe Clause, or going the full Joe.
Well, now I Joe.
You're gonna Joe
Right?
it.
So if you show more than you're supposed to, you're just going to full Joe. It's no big deal.
Okay, good to know. I think I'm going to stick in topic, because maybe someday there might be a part 2, and then I'm okay.
Oh, you know we can do that.
Yeah. So
yeah, nobody can extend the Joe.
The full Joe.
Full Joe. But
Well,
Ryan, let's get to your first one. Let's start you out.
Okay. For my very first pick, I'm going to let each one of you guess. I'm going to give you a hint, and then I'm going to let each one of you guess what book you think it is going to be my first one, okay?
All right.
All right.
And these are Bronze Age, okay? And keep in mind, Bronze Age traditionally is defined from 1970 to 1986.
Okay.
And I stayed within that realm. You're going to see books from 1970, and you're going to see books from 1986 and in between. So here is your hint. First, I'm going to tell you the category is going to be Marvel.
Okay.
And we'll start with Shabab. Here's your hint, okay?
All right.
Meow.
Oh, it's got to be Sheena.
No. Gary, here's your hint. Meow.
It's Captain Marvel.
I know.
No.
I know who it is.
No, it's not. It's Tigra.
The cat.
Beware.
The cat.
The claws of the
Nice.
cat.
Oh, nice one. Nice one.
So it's pre-Tigra.
Yep.
I think that this book, which has 4 issues, I think, and
It does.
all the creative team are females. Although it's not the same creative team on each 4 issues. I think this book is so cool, and
Hollywood Inks.
yeah. I just think this book is so cool, and this character is so cool, and the character really goes to live on for. I think most people know that Greer Nelson becomes Tigra later on after this series. So she makes these 4 appearances. She appears in a Marvel team up. She appears in some Spidey super stories, which are not canon, and then she becomes Tigra. But here we have a story that's set in Chicago, which you don't have a lot of superheroes coming from Chicago or the Midwest based. And it's just a cool book, I think. And this issue you can kind of find, like if you're shopping around at a comic show or a convention or something. But the other issues, they are hard to find because no one brings them, because if they have them, they think nobody wants them.
Right.
You know, it's funny you show that as your first one. That's a series I've wanted to complete for a while, those 4 issues. And I have all 4 arriving within the next 2 days.
Do you really?
Oh, there you go.
I just gotta bite the bullet. I gotta get my early Tigra. And I'm like, I've wanted that series forever. And it was on my to-do list this year. And so I got an issue 1 for $35. They were asking $45. I offered 10 less to get that. They won't do it. Accepted it. And I got the other three issues for $30 for all 3.
Not bad.
Well, I hope that this weekend you can sit down and read the entire series at once and really enjoy your Catterday.
Oh God.
And it was funny too, because like I can't remember her name, the writer. She was talking about how Wally Wood's inks were making it sexier than she imagined.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I like about that story, her origin story, her mentor is another female. Her mentor, which makes it really cool. And if memory serves, they were kind of responding to the women's lib movement of the time, but they didn't want to come out and directly say, I'm a women's liber, let's put me in a cat suit, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And so it's part of my collection just for that time frame too. So,
But the art is just gorgeous.
yeah.
Yeah,
Story
absolutely.
fun,
So
yeah.
after Greer becomes Tigra, the costume essentially lives on. I don't know if you know this, Shabab, because I know you're not Marvel, and I know Marvel's not your thing, and some of the Bronze Age you've missed out on, but the costume ends up getting worn by Patsy Walker, and she becomes Hellcat with the exact same costume.
Oh.
So
To this day.
yeah, to this day, she's still wearing the same thing.
Yeah.
Not much in the wardrobe budget.
I guess not.
And rumor has it she's never washed it.
Probably not.
Well, if it's your lucky cat suit, I mean, come on, right?
Yeah.
Just from the stink alone, criminals give up. They don't want to get hooked up.
Yep, exactly. So
No,
beware the claws of the cat.
Okay.
And it's funny too, because everyone that sees Beware the Claws of the Cat, they automatically assume Patsy Walker if they don't have any history of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So that's how I thought I wanted to start tonight.
Book, Ryan.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you. So I can already hear the Shabab groan on this next book. But stick with me, people, okay?
I can mute her.
Okay, well, okay, good to know. Great to know. There was a reason that this went on the list, and then there was a reason it got taken off the list, and then there was a reason why it went back on the list. Let's show the book.
Oh,
Mighty Isis.
nice.
Isis.
So
see, that's another series I want to complete. Those 7 issues of Isis.
yeah, and then she has one other appearance in a Shazam comic, her first appearance, Shazam 25. So the reason that she went back on the list, this is a character that had 7 issues, 8 comic book Bronze Age appearances, yet she had her own show. Granted, she had the show first. She had her own show. She had a Mego doll. She had Whitman puzzles, not just one, but multiple. She had softcover books done on her. For a character that only had 7 issues of her own title, she accomplished a lot. So the TV show maybe isn't the best thing in the world. You have to look at it with nostalgic eyes. However, when they started out the comic book, they kind of followed it a little bit like the TV show, but this was the issue that they decided, let's take things further. And I believe that this is the issue where Isis is like, why do I need a secret identity? And her friends are like, what happened to Andrea? You know, our teacher, what happened to her? And she's grappling with the fact of how does she still have those people in her life that don't know that she's Isis and wanting to be Isis full time. And I just think this is a great cover too.
And again, not a great costume, not a great disguise, right? She doesn't even have glasses. But
what number? What
Joanna
issue
Cameron
number
was just gorgeous in the role.
This is issue 5.
Issue 5. Okay.
Joanna Cameron was, and she held the world record at that time, I think, for most commercial appearances ever.
Wow.
So, and I can't let this go without saying, "Oh, Zephyr winds which blow on high, lift me now so I can fly."
Yeah.
She's also an animated series part.
Yeah, she was a cartoon too, part of a group, the Freedom Force.
Huh.
Exactly, Joe. Yeah, but so
Well,
I had the cat and Isis on my list to complete. I got to work on Isis now.
Okay, I think you should. And once again, another series that you can find her first appearance in Shazam in issue 1 a lot. The other issues, not so much.
I picked up the first issue of the Isis book at a small con a couple of years ago, and I'm so glad I did. You know what I mean? It's actually a good read, and it makes me, now you're making me think I should probably dip back in and see if I
And the art's gorgeous again.
The art is very good, so.
Yeah. Good call. Good call.
Thanks.
All right. You're doing well in the report card so far.
Oh, good. I'm going to stick with DC for this next one, although I have a lot of Marvel and DC tonight, but don't you think that this list needs a little Wonder?
Wonder Girl?
Wonder Girl.
Wonder Girl.
All right.
So I'm not going to say that this might be the best comic book to read, but this show is about the babes, and who was more of a babe than Donna Troy in that red jumpsuit?
Right.
That red jumpsuit is everything. And I swear to you, it wasn't until this issue that we even saw what her trade dress would look like. I don't even know if they had one for her before she appeared in this issue. And then they went, oh, here's a character we've had for, about 25 years, so we don't have a trade dress for her. So that's why I chose it, because it did come out in the Bronze Age and she's in the red costume. The issue where she goes from her original costume into the red costume is right at the end of the Silver Age, because I looked. I mean, I just missed it.
In the
Teen Titans, yeah.
Okay.
And there's a famous cover, I think it's 23, where she's busting out, the new Wonder Girl is here. But it's actually the issue before is where she makes the costume. Right. She just doesn't get the cover recognition for it till the next issue.
And I'm a big Donna Troy fan.
Me too. So tomorrow, there's a Titans annual that's coming out by Phil Jimenez. And, Phil Jimenez knows Donna Troy forwards and backwards.
Somebody may already have it here.
Oh, and I guess it deals with Donna's father.
Go off.
So I'm anxious. That's a thread they really haven't pulled on, is Donna's father. So I'm anxious to see if anyone can do it right. Phil can do it right. So I'll be curious to see what it is.
It's pretty on the inside. The art is mature. It's really nice. It looks like it really does her justice. I haven't had a chance to read it yet.
Yeah, there's some nice covers for it too.
Joe's
misbehaving. Mm-hmm. Joe's misbehaving, I think.
Yeah. I know, right? Maybe he's in his cups. We don't know.
So,
thank you. Thanks for calling him out, Jackson. He deserves that one.
That's right.
Us three are innocents, and we're trying to keep it a family show.
Very.
But. All right, Ryan, I got to say, man, you are knocking it out of the park so far.
So far, so good. You're getting top marks.
Awesome. Gary, for sure, I would feel if I didn't show this next character, you would say something to me about it. And that's not the reason why I picked this character. Obviously, it's a character I like because I have this book. I'll tell you why after I show the book. Do you know who it is?
Jessica Drew?
No.
No, and then it's Carol Danvers.
No.
Ooh. Well, there's a lot I like, though. Oh, of course. And guess who just got the full poster of the issue 1?
Did you? Nice.
Yep.
So the reason that I pulled this is because, it's Dazzler. But right. I wanted to talk about the fact that when Rogue was still part of the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, after Ms. Marvel kind of went away and was depowered and gone, and Rogue absorbed her powers, she became an enemy of Dazzler's for a brief time, and a lot of people have forgotten that. And Rogue was very torn because as a person, she loved Dazzler's music. She was a fan. But as a person, she didn't like her. So she had to fight this celebrity that she liked. So I just don't think a lot of people knew that Rogue was actually part of Dazzler's Rogue's army, so to speak. So.
Yeah, part of Dazzler's and also part of Rom's for a couple of issues.
Yeah, for Rom as well. Yeah, that was right before Dazzler.
Yep.
And maybe Rogue doesn't look as pretty as she kind of would become later on. They softened her up a little bit. These early appearances, she does look a little harsh, but you get Angel and he's pretty, and being pretty is a full-time job.
I know it. I have a stupid question. Is the specking on the Dazzler books going away, since it doesn't seem like she's Taylor Swift's going to be?
It has. What it did was when the big spec was Deadpool, Taylor Swift, Dazzler. That book, issue 1, was a dollar bin book, literally, and it jumped it up to a wall book in some places. Wow. But it definitely has settled back down to at least a $10 to $20 book.
$10 to $15 book.
Yeah. Or depending on the condition.
Just like Rom 1.
Yeah. But they are saying now that the singer that's being attached to Dazzler is Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh. See, I would go with Dua Lipa.
Yeah, I like Dua Lipa too.
Just because she's got the athleticism to do her too.
Yeah.
But... we were just talking about. Oh, damn! I lost it.
I'm sorry. I'm laughing at Mark Anderson.
Yes,
Hi,
I saw that.
Even Jackson.
Yeah, and I love that series, especially like the first 20 issues, and then the quality's up and down after that.
Yeah.
And then the Beauty and the Beast series with her and Hank was just really dark.
Yeah.
But I mean, good, but dark. Now I like that original costume more than I like the blue one.
Same here. And I don't know.
I know what I was gonna say, but the money book with that is, of course, X-Men 130.
Yeah, X-Men, her first appearance. Yeah. So, I don't know if you know this or not, Sarah, just with your Marvel knowledge. Originally, Dazzler was supposed to be a concept between Marvel, a record label, and a film. So there was going to be all three of them, and there was going to be someone singing and releasing records as Dazzler.
Oh, synergy.
But that fell through really quick, and they still kept the comic.
Interesting. Okay, I gotcha.
There's even a Marvel Age that talks about that whole deal.
Yeah. So
I may have 2 or 3 copies of it.
Yeah, he might.
I think I have that whole series almost twice and sometimes 3 times over. A lot.
Yeah, I have a lot of duplicates of that too.
One of my favorite issues of that is like two of my favorite characters are in an issue together, and they never like each other. Her and Jessica Drew just don't get along.
Oh yeah.
Like, and then they brought that forward into the X-Men comic when they're in that one.
147, I think. I thought it was 147, but I could be wrong.
But yeah, with the Shroud.
Yeah.
But yeah, and they just, whoever wrote that knew that Dazzler and Jessica don't like each other.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, all the best books have conflict. You know what I mean? So you have to.
Well, and one of the surprise reads for me last year was that Exterminator 6-issue series, which was really good. And then they followed it up with another Dazzler series, which wasn't very good, which was disappointing. But that Exterminators one was great.
See, they did that one shot in April called Concert of Champions.
Yeah.
And I just didn't care for that. I didn't like how Dazzler was portrayed in that.
No, the covers were great, but yeah, the story.
Yeah.
All right, so Dazzler.
Yep.
The
Dazzler.
Cat, Isis, Wonder Girl. It's
Yep.
like Ryan just like pulled all of my favorites so far.
We're going to go to number 5, and number 5 is one of those 1970 books, because my original pick for this was going to be 1960. It turned out to be 1969, and I said, nope, I'm going to stick right in the rules. I'm not going to cheat. So this character doesn't have, this character didn't have her own title, but you saw her a lot, especially in the Bronze Age. You saw her in the Bronze Age more than you had before. And I found a cover that I think spotlights her pretty nicely. And as she's saying, what female character do you think would have the audacity to say, "He's the only family I've got. Let him go, you maniacs, or I'll kill you both"?
Big Barda?
Nope.
Veronica from Archie.
No.
Barbara Gordon.
Good guess, but it is not. Enjoy some fishnets.
Oh,
Black Canary.
nice.
Black Canary is too good of a character not to have on a Bronze Age babe list.
Absolutely.
She is so fantastic that, I mean, her blonde hair is a wig. She's really a brunette. And she's like, I'm going to really take this disguise to the max. And there's an issue of Joker when he had his Bronze Age series where he's holding Dinah Lance up and he's going to throw her off a bridge. And no one knows it's Black Canary because she's got the dark hair on and she's not in her costume. She's just in civilian clothes. But it's Dinah Lance. But here's a classic story with Black Canary. I think this is such a great cover. It goes to show that she's got street level guts. You don't mess with her.
What issue is that, Ryan?
This is issue number 78.
All right, I might have to get that one.
You know, and that whole series, it really needed her.
Yes, it did.
Because the two of them, you know, being the Bickersons with each other throughout their trek across America was going to get really stale.
Yeah.
If you didn't have someone else that was kind of in between the two of them, I think.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
And this was before her four-issue miniseries, right?
Yes, long before. So at this point, it had just been a year ago that they moved the character from Earth 2 to Earth 1. Now, granted, at this time, we still think it's the same character. We would find out, you know, at 1984, 1985, I think, that they redid her origin and saying when she went from Earth 2 to Earth 1, it actually became her daughter. Her daughter had been in suspended animation, and the mother took the place because the mother was dying. And the Spectre made it happen. So, but the daughter came with all the memories of her mother, thinking she was her mother.
Right.
Kind of a confusing story, and there's definitely some stuff like, well, there's some details about, you know, some private details that your mother would know that I don't think you as a daughter would want to know, but you got it. So,
well, all right, comic book, that'll do it.
Yep.
Well, and I think people forget too that she was actually on a live action TV show before the Arrowverse, and that was on Birds of Prey.
She was actually in one before then.
Oh?
Black Canary in the Bronze Age was on a 2-episode Legends of the Superheroes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I remember that now. Yeah. Those are some fun costumes, to say the least.
They are. They're comic book accurate.
Yes. But some of them look so clunky.
Yeah, they do.
And that's kind of a hard watch.
Yeah, it's on Tubi occasionally, which is free, and it's worth about free.
Exactly. Yes. It's such an odd setup it has too. It's just weird.
Yeah. So I had to get Black Canary in here somewhere.
Oh, I don't blame you. Black Canary is awesome.
Yeah, and it's like finding the right. Since she didn't have her own series, you know,
and
it's finding the right.
To have Dina Meyer play Dina Lance.
Yeah.
But she was a great Oracle in that show, though, so I don't mind. Her Batgirl costume was pretty good in that series too. For the little bit they showed it.
Yeah, I saw her at C2E2. I didn't talk to her, but I mean, I got pretty close. I walked up to see what picture she had, and she did have a Batgirl picture that you could buy and get her to sign from Birds of Prey.
She's still gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah. My friend Signature King, he did meet her.
Nice.
At C2E2. So, yeah. As we move on, we're beginning a new era of greatness for the Fighting Fury, the new Ms.
All right. I was going to be disappointed if Carol wasn't on your list somewhere.
So, as I said, Donna Troy in the red jumpsuit. When it comes to Marvel, it's Ms. Marvel in this black lightning bolt.
Yes.
This is
her best
everything.
Costume ever.
Yes. And this is the issue where she gets the costume. In the previous issue, she had teamed up with Marvel, the original Captain Marvel, and her costume kind of got a little bit damaged beyond repair. So in between the end of that issue and the beginning of this issue, she gets with the Wasp, Janet Van Dyne, who's got a sense of fashion, and they come up with a brand new costume for Carol, and still paying an homage to her original costume. Right, red sash, it used to be the scarf that she wore around her neck in the original costume.
And then, you know, it's funny too, you mentioned in her costume was in disrepair. Like that costume was torn on almost every cover.
Yeah, it was. Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. So which so that's a 25-cent book? Is that
35?
35, okay. Yeah.
Well, and the cool thing about this, I don't know if you've ever read it, Sarah. It's an uneven series like a lot of them back then because it kept changing creative teams.
Okay.
Chris Claremont eventually took it over and gave it an actual vision. It's great. Carol's awesome throughout. Some cool villains, some cool stakes. Solves things in some great ways, and not just by punching. But
so, is there if I were to go look for a couple issues to throw into what ones would you guys recommend to add?
See, one of them is very expensive.
The one he's holding up.
Yeah, this is a great one because there's not many issues left to the published series from this starting point. And this is kind of a good jumping on point too. If you can find an issue 1 reprint, and there are reprints of issue 1 available, I would go for that because the original is a little bit expensive. Yeah. Because she started out publishing a magazine. Down. I'm sorry?
It's come down though.
Yeah. She started out publishing a magazine for J. Jonah Jameson. Yep. That's kind of like the equivalent of Ms. Magazine. I think it's called Woman Magazine.
Oh, I totally want to get this. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's, or maybe, I don't know, Sarah, if you do trades or not, but there are trades and stuff out.
There's a compendium, Sarah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, great.
You just buy the compendium and read it.
Great.
Yeah.
And the compendium also has the 2 issues that end the series that weren't published as single comics. They were published in Marvel Superheroes.
Yeah, like a long time later, like a decade and a half later.
Okay, cool.
So this is so good. I love this character. And as Gary mentioned, you know, you got Chris Claremont takes over. He introduced one of his most popular characters in here as Ms. Marvel's adversary, and that's Mystique.
And that's the expensive issue. That issue's worth way more than issue number 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, Mystique's for X-Men fans. Yeah, for X-Men fans, Mystique's a big deal, and she was intended as a Ms. Marvel's primary rivalry.
Got it. So, okay, cool.
And I just love that series.
I do too.
But just like the original Spider-Woman, it's very up and down because it kept changing creators, but I still love every single issue of it.
You're right.
You guys are costing me money.
The great thing about that, though, is just Carol ran her own company, her own division, basically, with the Woman magazine. She had her own staff, and Carol didn't take any gruff from anybody.
No, she didn't, and she got some.
Yeah,
and she didn't put up with it. So
cool. Well, all right.
And then at the very beginning, what you might find interesting about it too is it's kind of a Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type situation in the very beginning too.
Yes.
So that will change as the book goes on. But for a while, like, she's not kind of aware that she's Ms. Marvel.
Oh, cool.
So there's a little bit of like that Rose and Thorn. Yeah,
okay,
a little bit of that going on.
Well, you know, I love that. Trope. So, okay. Off to the internet she goes after the show.
Yeah, I think we lost Gary.
He left.
he was like, I'm done.
He's like, these two.
Smartly, though, Sarah, they got rid of that because that was a part that didn't work for me.
It did, but it was interesting.
Yeah, but this is a compendium.
Okay.
For some reason, it has her Captain Marvel outfit on, even though it doesn't appear in any of the stories. Mm-hmm. But it literally has.
Oh my God!
Her whole first run.
All right.
Yeah. So you could probably pick this up for on eBay or something for like $60 to $70.
Okay.
And you get everything. So.
And you get it all. It would be a lot cheaper than buying some single issues.
It would be a lot cheaper than just buying Mystique, the Mystique issue. So.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys.
Excellent.
All right.
Now what is he going to have me?
Ryan, you have not had a miss yet.
Well, thank you. I hope I stay that way. This next character was someone that I knew was going to be part of this list. There was no denying it. It was just a matter of what book is it going to be. So I kept going between several different books. And then at the last minute, I thought, no, I'm going to go with this book because of the story that's in the book. Because I love the story so much. And there is a key element to this issue as well. But Supergirl needs to be on this list.
Oh, there you go. Nice. Yeah, that book's great. Yep.
Yeah, this is the first time Supergirl headlined her own comic book prior to any of her own Supergirl volumes.
Yep.
And she lasted for a while. This is 381, and she lasted to like 424, I think, headlining Adventure Comics, with the exception of one issue, which was a reprint. But what I like about this story, the story itself is so good. This feels like episodic television from the 1970s, and I won't say who, but there is a cameo from a Bronze Age babe at the end of this story.
Well,
now is this Danvers Supergirl or
this is this is Danvers. So so after 10 years, Supergirl gets her own magazine. This is her first book-length novel, but it's such a great story.
again. All right.
Good thing
And I don't
Sarah's got
see,
that notebook, huh?
well, he knows that I'm not a huge Supergirl fan, but I do, have a couple in my collection that I like. For
Are you not looking forward to the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow movie? Because that read was amazing.
I haven't read it, to be honest.
So
I'm going
good.
to, but
Yeah. But well, if Ryan tells me that's what number is that one? Ryan?
381.
381. Okay. I'm so glad I came on this show.
Hey, if anything, you got some Superman on the cover, though.
But
That's right. That's right.
Just remember, Sarah, in 2 nights' time, you get to cost Ryan money.
That's right.
That's true. That's true.
That's right.
Heard about fair play.
You can set up now and really cost them money.
Yeah. I'm rethinking my 10 all over again. Great.
So yeah, that's where I
Great
wanted
book.
to go with this one. Thanks.
And what's great too is your list is so diverse. You haven't had a repeat. They're all amazing characters.
Thanks. So, but like I said, I've got a list here of people that I couldn't get to. So when you have that, you gotta bring it, because there's someone else that could have taken any one of these slots. Well,
don't worry, we'll have you on for a Bronze Age Babes too.
Cool.
And I'll make sure Sarah comes back to co-host.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Let her spend more of her money.
Let's see.
There's
am I
Chuck
at right
Jenkins saying Adventure 416 is all DC women, 100-page book.
Yes,
that's a
thank
good
you,
one.
Chuck. I wanted to mention that, and I'm so glad that you
one.
did. I just forgot here in the moment, but that was the first all DC female book. It has a lot of reprints in it, and most are Golden Age, which is why I didn't choose it for tonight. But it's an amazing book. It has a nice wraparound cover.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
All right, so what? Number 8.
Yes. Out of all of the female characters in the Bronze Age, I don't think anyone changed more or maybe suffered more than this next character.
It's got to be your gal Wonder Woman, right? Oh, Phoenix. Okay, because I thought you were gonna say Wonder Woman because of the
mod era
costume. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I would say it's Phoenix. And I mean, originally we had Marvel Girl, who's hiding back here on the back cover. But what happens in the Bronze Age to Jean Grey, essentially, although we don't know it right away at the time, she gets overtaken by a cosmic entity. I mean, I'm telling comic book fans stuff they already know. But she gets overtaken by a cosmic entity that grants her powers equal to a god. And the Phoenix sensation starts craving for the thirst, the hunger for more. The Dark Phoenix Saga, my favorite story that Marvel has ever told. And I read it about every other year. And now that they're currently in the process of doing facsimiles of each individual issue, I'm just rereading it right now as if it's the first time, and I get so much enjoyment. This book is the original X-Men 137 before Jim Shooter got involved and made them decide, no, Phoenix has to die. So Phoenix doesn't die in this issue. I think you comic fans know all this stuff. So I'm not talking to noobs here.
Now, you think what happened to Phoenix is worse than what happened to Carol Danvers in Avengers 200?
Yes, because Jean offed herself. She sacrificed herself.
But
so
she sacrificed, but
I mean, trust me, Carol's up there. Carol did not have an easy life. So say yes.
No, I just thought her story. This story's better than the story in Avengers 200, which was just an atrocious way to treat a character in writing.
Yes. And I thank you for the time that I showed that on the 10-1-1 that you didn't get mad at me.
I own it. As a Carol Danvers
too.
Collector, you have to have it.
But I mean, at that time with Avengers 200, I never saw anything like that happen to a character.
Right?
It was so shocking. But same with this character. I never saw anything. The first time I ever read an X-Men comic book was 129, which is the very beginning of the Dark Phoenix saga. What an introduction to X-Men. And I didn't know what was going on with this woman, but I knew it was something big and something good wasn't happening to her. So all the games that are played in her head.
Right.
Oh, it's just...
Well, I
Phoenix
think,
had to be on my list.
And I think the mistake they keep making with her in movies is that's a big storyline. You can't do it in one movie.
Exactly.
If you're going to do that storyline, it needs to be at least a trilogy.
And you have to stay as close to the source material as you can. Don't invent characters that are going to replace other characters you made up that are going to replace someone. It doesn't work. And something else, when the first guy writes the script and makes the movie and the script doesn't work, you don't rehire the same man to write the second version of it. That's dumb. Right? He doesn't get it. He doesn't know how to write this story.
Exactly.
So
you're
I'm
so
with
picky.
You on there.
So picky, you guys. My goodness.
All right, nice. And this is a good little mix of both DC and Marvel. A fair shake, I might say.
Yeah, it's pretty much split down, which means that we're up to something DC.
It does.
And I thought I do want to represent the Bat family. So I've got some choices. I have Batgirl. I have Catwoman. I have Batwoman, Kathy Kane. I even have her. I have Poison Ivy. I have, I said I'm not going to use any of them.
Oh.
I want the Huntress.
Ooh, great pick.
Yeah.
So this issue is tied for her first appearance because it came out on the exact same day as All-Star Comics. I think it was 69, and she appears in that. So this story technically takes place before what she does in All-Star Comics 69. So a lot of people kind of go with this one first. And this isn't the facsimile, this is the original. So here you finally get, I didn't buy this. I was too young to get this when it was new, like on the newsstand, but I remember buying it as a childhood collector, as a back issue. And here I'm reading this, the Earth 2 Batman and Catwoman got married, they had a child, Catwoman gets killed, she gets blackmailed into going back into, one more time, going back into crime, and then she ends up getting killed during it, and Batman thinks that she had betrayed him, and it's everything, it's got so much, and Huntress is such a great character.
Right.
Yeah.
And she just needs to be teamed up with Black Canary.
Mm-hmm.
We just have them clean up the streets.
Yeah. So what are your guys' thoughts on
I
her?
remember when that book came out, I didn't pick it up because 50 cents at the time was it was out of budget with all the other stuff, which is why I was thrilled that the facsimile came out so I could pay $4 for it rather than whatever, an actual book. But I loved it. I knew nothing about her. And I love that story.
And that's another issue that's on my want list. I've never read it, so. But
Huntress has a lot of
cover too.
Oh yeah, Huntress has a lot of backups in the Wonder Woman series that are really good as well. They've collected some of them, but I still wish they would do like a definitive collection of those. And she had a 3-issue Batman family story too, which I believe was intended to be in Showcase Comics, but Showcase got canceled before they got around to actually publishing it, so they moved it over to Batman family. But there's some good stuff with this character.
See, and we need some collections of like backup stories that have these characters in it,
Yeah.
Yeah, the B-side.
Chuck is pointing out Wonder Woman 281 and 282 with the Earth 2 Joker. That's a great story too. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So are we back to Marvel for number 10?
We are. So if I'm remembering the show correct, this is my last regular one. Then I do an extended story, and then I do a spec pick.
Yep.
Correct?
And you can do the last two in any order you want.
Okay, sounds good. So for my last of my 10, there are so many characters that I can't get to. But man, this issue sure helps me cover a few of them.
Oh,
oh wow.
I love that book.
Avengers 83 with the introduction of the Lady Liberators, 1970. So we got Black Widow, Medusa, the Wasp, Scarlet Witch, and the first appearance of Valkyrie, although it's actually the Enchantress in disguise.
We covered that, Mark.
This DC fan had to have that when I realized for my Women's Libers of Space theory series, and how the boys at DC and then Marvel were reacting to the women's lib movement, and they didn't seem to be enjoying it that much. So they were taking it out on their characters, and that book is just a classic, absolute classic.
So the Lady Liberators never really come back together, but there is another issue of the Avengers where I think Wasp says, it's either Wasp or Scarlet Witch, but I think it's Wasp, and she says, do I need to reform the Lady Liberators?
No.
And I'm like, but I mean, an all-female team at this time was something that you'd never think of. This is as close as we got to it. Their one and only appearance. I always wished for more.
Yeah. They did reprint that one too. So
even when they did the toys back then, I was always mad that they didn't have the female toys.
Yeah.
You'd only get the male characters and never I'm like, Black Widow's part of the team. Why is there not a Black Widow figure? Why is there not a?
So Shabab had AOK'd me a Avengers Treasury, and it has this issue reprinted, and to get to read this issue again, but in a larger size, I was like a kid in a candy store, because it was like reading it again for the first time, because I had it in a bigger format and a bigger size.
It comes to life when you've got
it does.
Treasury, doesn't it?
Yep.
Treasuries are amazing.
They are. I love treasuries.
And reading an omnibus too is amazing. Like the larger format, even of the omnibus is fantastic.
Yeah. Our omnibuses feel powerful to me.
What's that?
The omnibuses feel powerful to me. I don't know if it's because you got 850 pages in your lap and it's a big, heavy book that, I mean, you definitely squash a bug with that one.
Right.
Or break a toe.
I use mine to go seal clubbing on the weekends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Yep.
No, but these are great. I mean, they're thick, but they are nice. But like Ryan said, it's
hefty.
The format's amazing. So, like, if you compare it to like a regular comic, it's not that much bigger, but it sure feels it when you're reading it.
What a great regular comic to compare it to.
Well, yeah, Kelly Thompson's one of my favorite writers. She's just amazing. Whatever Kelly Thompson writes is always great. All right, so which one? You gonna do your spec pick first or your story first?
I'm gonna do my story first.
All right, let's do it.
So, I don't want to imagine what type of hate mail I would receive without showing Diana.
I know
somewhere in here.
Come on, man.
I mean,
hello.
So the deal with what I decided for an extended story, this is the final issue of Wonder Woman Volume 1. Now, looking back as an adult, I remember in the previous issue, like in the letter page, it says something like, I think it says something like the finale. All I know is when I went to the grocery store as a kid and I saw that 48-page final issue, not knowing she was coming back, there's no internet back then.
Right.
Thinking that this is over. Literally, I remember feeling my heart sink.
Oh.
And going, this is it. And then actually they didn't publish Wonder Woman for a while. And then the next thing they did was a 4-issue Trina Robbins limited called The Legend of Wonder Woman. And one thing that I've learned, in the last 20 some years, Wonder Woman has to be published X amount of times a year by DC Comics or DC loses the rights to the character. It reverts back to the family. And while at times Wonder Woman was not a big seller, particularly at this point, she was published bi-monthly. So there was only 6 issues a year. While she's not so much a big seller, think about how much they would lose in licensing rights to the character. I mean, that's where they make the money with the character.
Yeah.
So this issue, we see the wedding of Diana and Steve Trevor. And Steve found out, as pretty much Wonder Woman's entire supporting cast did, several issues earlier, maybe publishing time like a year and a half earlier, that Diana Prince was Wonder Woman. They all found out at once. And because Diana was, someone came for Diana, a god came for Diana when she was in the Diana Prince costume, and he said, I don't have time for these games, Wonder Woman is needed. And she just spins right in front of them and goes. And they're left like,
and it's funny too, because the spin came from the TV show. It wasn't in the comics prior to the TV show.
Yes, you're right. Yeah. What I think would have been a little bit more interesting, and I wish that they would have done instead, I think it's great that finally Steve and Wonder Woman got married. I think it would have been a little bit more interesting to marry them off earlier and then watch a dynamic between a husband and a wife.
Yeah.
You know, with Steve Trevor not being powered, but still, I mean, he's a go-getter. He's a hero in as much as he can be a hero, as much as he's limited to being a hero. I just would have liked it better because they don't get married to the final, second to final page. And then there's a page of the honeymoon, and then that's kind of it. And then next time pretty much we see Wonder Woman, she ends up getting killed off in Crisis. So
one of the best things, I'm sorry, go ahead, Ryan.
No, I was just going to say, I think that if we could have explored that marriage dynamic, because that had never been looked at before, I think it would have been a little bit more interesting.
Mm-hmm.
But what I love about the relationship with Steve and Diana is she, no matter how close he became to her, she was still always larger than life for him. Mm-hmm. Like, he always viewed her with stars in his eyes. He idolized her.
Called her Angel. I mean, that's Angel. It's from the first time he saw her. So, there was just published earlier this month a World's Finest Wonder Woman collection. And it reprints a lot of these stories, many of which have never been reprinted before in a collection. And it's like $40. And it includes like from like 303, 304, somewhere in there till the end of the series, which is 329. And then it includes a couple other appearances like a DC Comics Presents and stuff too. And that's out right now. And in rereading that, which I did last year, I didn't like it so much as a kid, but it was a lot better rereading it as an adult.
Now, I got to ask you, because we didn't get the other part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
So your heart broke when you thought you were never going to get another Wonder Woman story as a kid.
Yeah.
What happened when you went to the store again and you saw a new Wonder Woman on the shelf?
I mean, it was actually like a year later. I mean, there was that 4-issue mini that came out. And I remember going, oh, okay, well, there's something at least. Maybe they're not done with her for sure. And then I think before then, other titles had started relaunching, like Superman and Batman had relaunched with new number ones, which, never happened before. That had never happened anywhere.
Right,
and then I had hope.
7 times in a year.
Yeah. Then I had hope that she would start coming back. So, but this is a great cover.
It really is. It's just so striking.
It's been made into a poster, a canvas print as well, and it's been on many other objects for obvious reasons. There even was a stamp of this cover.
Yeah.
So it's that good. So
it's that iconic. Yep.
Yeah, it is iconic. And with it being the final issue, I just thought that would be my story tonight. I mean, I had a lot to choose from, and there's a lot of books, and especially volume 1, that mean something to me.
Right.
But this is the tragedy of literally, I still can feel my heart or my stomach dropping. Final issue.
And it's funny when you're a kid and you're a reader, like how serious you take that stuff, right?
Thank you, Joe. Thank you. Look at what Joe said. Thank you, Joe. Yes. Yeah.
I'm calling social services on DC.
Yeah,
Comics.
someone should.
This is awful.
Right.
So,
and to make it worse, Joe, then they told Ryan that John Byrne was taking over and he was only going to put 3 stars on her undies.
Luckily, we got a nice George Perez run before then. So,
right.
So that's my extended story tonight. Is the final issue of Wonder Woman.
Good one.
So
it's a good one.
So before we get to my spec book, I mean, let's face it. I think we all know what character I haven't shown yet tonight. It's going to be. I mean, it's obvious, right?
Jessica Drew.
It's going to be Granny Goodness.
Oh,
No. it's not.
It should be.
No one ever calls Granny Goodness a babe.
Ah,
And it ain't
maybe
me, babe.
Grandpa Goodness.
It ain't me, babe. Apologies to these characters, and probably a few more that I'm leaving off the list, who didn't make the cut tonight. Lois Lane, only because she's getting her own show this week, so I didn't want to do anything to steal thunder from that. But apologies to Lois Lane, Red Sonja, Firestar, Batgirl, Betty and Veronica, Emma Frost, Kitty Pryde, Zatanna, Starfire, Raven, Star Sapphire, Cheetah, Giganta, Poison Ivy, Catwoman, Patsy Walker, Killer Frost, Amethyst, Vixen, Hawkgirl, Iris Allen, Jean Loring, Lucy Lane, Lana Lang, Big Barda, and Rose and Thorn for not being shown tonight by me.
What about Cloak and Dagger?
Sheena the...
and Sheena, Sheena the Jungle Girl.
Sheena...
What about Rima?
And Rima.
Sunday night, if you want Rima, I'm going to give you all the Rima that you can handle and more Sunday night on my channel with all 2 other of these people.
Well, I mean, with introductions like that, how can we not show
How
up?
can you say no?
Stars are in my eyes already.
Now, how am I going to get Joe to resubscribe to my channel?
Right. All right, but the show is yours, right?
Okay. Spec book. So this is my pick of what book or what character do I think that I wouldn't hold off much longer on getting this book or this character. And it's a first appearance I'm going to do. And I do feel very strongly that this was my first thing that popped in my head as a spec pick, and it never changed. I never faltered between anything else. You have to have Marvel Spotlight 32.
Yes, Jessica Jones.
Oh, nice.
First appearance of Spider-Woman.
Yes.
You can definitely tell, as you can in her own series, that they're fleshing out this character. And they're not exactly sure what they're going to do with the character. But if you look at it, the costume she's still wearing today is pretty much this costume, with the exception of her hair is visible now. Although I will say, starting last year, Marvel has licensed this image out like on calendars, but they've redone the head to have the hair showing to make her look like how she looked in Spider-Woman #1.
Right.
But
And both great covers.
yes.
And when I got this book for myself, it was one of those, oh my gosh, I can't believe I have this moments. And for other people, they don't care, but Spider-Woman is a huge character for me.
This was a birthday gift to me from me one year. I'm like, I'm going to spend the money and get this. I really want to have this book in my collection. And I have all of Jessica's pre-Spider-Woman series appearances, and I have her entire Volume 1 run. And then I have some after, too.
Same.
There's going to be a movie done of her. I think fans are ready for it. I think fans really like this character. And that's a
good story. And
it is a good
story too.
Mm-hmm. Like there's tragedy in there. So this was my spec pick tonight. This is what I thought absolutely is one that you need to have in your collection.
And then that story, like how she is there and what she's struggling with, continued into Marvel 2-in-1 before her own series.
For several issues. It was a continuing storyline. Mm-hmm.
Is there a number for that book, Ryan?
32?
Marvel Spotlight 32.
Yeah.
But it's pricey.
But there are facsimiles.
Oh, what's money? Just go to the tree, pick up what you need.
I need to find Sarah's tree.
Yeah, I do too.
Ryan, get an axe. We're going.
Yeah, we're going. Transplant.
Oh god.
Oh, psychedelic comics. You missed all the granny goodness.
I don't think you could have scored more brownie points if you tried tonight.
But I did, I'm glad that you guys really liked it, but this was from my heart. And when I was trying to put together a list, and I thought, oh, you have to do this and you have to do that. And then the other day I just stopped and said, I don't have to do anything. Pick books that I like.
That you like.
Pick books that mean something to me.
Which is what the show's about.
Yeah, that's what the show's about. I showed a Donna Troy book in tonight that isn't a great story, but it represents the character, and that's what I needed to do. And it has a great cover. So I just made it about the characters that the babes for me that were there. And there's many more. I mean, Invisible Woman is someone else that should have been on my list here of people to talk about because she was fantastic in the Bronze Age. So.
Right.
Well, you did really well because I'm spending money tomorrow. So
Sarah, I can't believe you've never read the original Captain Marvel series.
Listen,
Miss Marvel, I should say.
Yeah, I didn't. I was only DC growing up, and when I got back into collecting with a vengeance in the last 20 years, I just was going back and creating the DC collection I wanted when I was 14. You know what I mean? So I just hadn't really gotten to the Marvel stuff. So,
well, did you read the original Starfire series, which is one of my all-time favorites?
We were just talking about that.
Oh yes, yeah, yes, Starfire.
Sarah and I were just talking about that.
Yeah, I think in the retro review we probably need to cover.
I love it. I read it at least once a year.
Well,
the Mike Vosberg art is so good in it.
The interesting mix of superhero and swords and sorcery and that kind of thing.
You get a great Ernie Chan cover in number 1 and just
we're gonna. Fanboys are probably going to talk about it at some point.
Absolutely, John. And we're
John.
talking about that. Like back then, like the Jessica Drew series and the Captain Marvel, they switched writers and artists, and there was a lot of inconsistency, but there was still always some magic in them.
For sure.
Yeah. Good deal.
Yeah, but that was a great show, Ryan. Great book.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on. Definitely would love to come back in the future too. And I have some other ideas too for potential topics if you ever think about too that I'm interested in.
You just gotta shoot them to me. Like that's my favorite thing about this show is I can adapt it to topics. It doesn't, like we have Lois Lane in 2 nights, right? Just celebrating Lois Lane, one of the best characters ever created in comics. One of the,
Well, I tell you, Gary, that I am very, very close, and I'm not kidding on saying this. Like less than spitting distance away from completing Justice League Volume 1. And maybe if you'd let me sometime, I'd love to come on once I finish the run. I would love to come on and maybe do a Volume 1 Justice League 10-1-1. It's not when I have all the issues and I'm so close.
Absolutely. But I'm going to have Joe on as a co-host for that because Joe is also almost done collecting the first.
Nice. How many does he need?
I think he's down to like 5 or 6. Correct me if I'm wrong, Joe.
You know how many?
He's missing 1 issue now.
You know what? I'm missing 2, but that's going to change soon. So
the race is on.
David, I meant. Sorry. Yeah. So, Joe, you better get on that issue because
Joe, what issue is it? Wouldn't it be weird if it was the same? If it was also an issue that I needed to? Wouldn't that just be weird?
Right.
If you're willing to share, Joe, what issue is it? Just curious. So.
Oh, Joe will share.
Okay.
He's probably ordering on eBay right now, though, to make sure you don't get it.
I was just going to say, yeah.
He's like, he ain't doing it before
I
do.
Buy now.
Yeah, buy it now.
Buy it now.
Figure out how to pay for it later.
Well, we'll do like we usually do. We'll go around the horn here. So, Sarah, what is coming up for you?
Well, apparently Thursday, I'm going to be back. With,
See? Let me buy it first.
Yes, see, he was going to do it. I'm coming back Thursday night, and I hope everybody in the chat comes back because I get to talk about Lois Lane. And I love Lois Lane, and I am super excited to share some of my heartfelt favorite books featuring this character, particularly in light of the fact that the Superman movie is out and Rachel Brosnahan has knocked it out of the park.
And you and I are both talking. She is now our favorite Lois.
Our favorite Lois.
I thought she was just incredible. Best.
Yeah. And then on Sunday, we're over to Magic Lasso's channel where the Fanboys Live and the Retro Review will be talking about Rima, the Jungle Girl. And I just got in. I'm not going to show it now because I may save it for book show on Sunday. But it's a little haul, and I'll probably do some videos of it for my channel, and just the title of it is "I Was Wrong."
Ooh.
So yeah.
Is the second part of the title and Gary was right? No, I was just curious.
You know what? I'm just going to say it was yes.
had to shoot for the stars on that.
There you go. Gary was right. So yeah.
I mean, if I'm already wrong, I may as well be more wrong, right?
Oh my God, you guys.
Oh, there you go. He already has it.
Oh, you're safe.
I think he's showing a little dirt in your eye there, Joe.
No.
I'm starting to feud for no reason.
No, I don't want to feud with anyone.
I know.
Yeah.
Ryan, what's coming up for you, sir?
Okay, awesome. So what's on my channel yesterday, I had a back issue of the week YouTube short. I've been doing that consistently. I haven't missed a week for, I think we're on year 4 now. So,
ooh, nice.
And yesterday's was about Galactus and his origin. So come check out a comic book in my collection that's about Galactus and his origin. Talk a little bit about it in 2 minutes. Comic Book Editions video dropped this afternoon. It's a Fantastic Four Haul Part 2. So obviously Part 1 was the previous week. And the 2 previous comic book editions before that were Superman hauls, Part 1 and Part 2. But the video dropped today on the FF is all 8 Bronze Age issues of the Fantastic Four that I recently added into my collection. Nice. Last week I did a JLA versus Avengers show with John's Comics with Kids, and we had fun. Yeah, I like that.
Oh, we had Avengers episode with you and Joe.
Oh yeah. So coming up is Fanboys Live in the Retro Review, the greatest DC comic show on YouTube. And it is Sunday nights, 8:15 p.m. Eastern, 7:15 p.m. Central. This week with special guest Gary B, the casual comic guy. First time on Fanboys Live in the Retro Review.
I only had to have him on my show like 10, 11 times to get an invite.
But we are doing something special that I won't say we've never done it, but it's been a long time. We're doing Rima, the Jungle Girl, but we're doing the entire series. So we're going to do all 7 issues, or 8 issues, or whatever issues it is.
Yeah,
I think it's 7.
We can't decide.
Whatever it is,
what
we're doing.
We're doing them all.
We're doing them all, and we're really looking forward to it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Everyone's wearing loincloths on Sunday, so there's something to look forward to. Yeah, this Sunday. Didn't you see that?
Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday. Yeah, we're all wearing loincloths.
Casual wear.
I'm wearing the best of spider web dress, so you guys wear your loincloths. I got my spider.
Now, Sarah, I got to ask you: did you ever watch the movie?
No, I never did.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, no, it's on my list of things to catch at some point. But I want to wait until I've completely immersed myself in all that is the Rima books. So.
Awesome.
And this will probably inspire it. Not probably, it's going to inspire a Shanna the She-Devil review, but it can't be a Fanboys Live episode because that's a Marvel book. So.
Yeah, we're threatening to do a. We're going to go off the reservation here and do.
Well, we'll figure that out. Look for details on that coming very, very soon.
Yeah.
So, and one last thing, I am.
Tony, YouTube sees me wearing a loincloth, they will delete my channel.
Last thing, I am almost at 950 subscribers, so that last final push to 1K is coming soon. And if you have subbed me up, I really appreciate your support and your friendship. If you haven't and would consider it, or just feel like doing some charity work, give a subscription to the Magic Lasso channel. So, and one last thing, everyone, please, in the Comic Community Awards, vote for Shebab because she wants an award.
I'm begging. I am begging everybody.
She wants this award. She wants it. I have never heard her say with the convictions that she's been saying about this.
I want to win.
Shebab.
Vote for me.
Vote for her, please. I'm serious.
You
vote
can
for
vote
her.
Any category, best facial hair. I think it there. Listen, I can. Yep. I'll work with that.
Yeah.
Anything. I want to win.
I'm telling you though, if best collection that doesn't have a back cover was a category, right there, you got it.
Well, we did convince I'm blanking on his name, who runs the
Brian.
Mm-hmm. That next year they should have a category called Best Mangler of Comic Books.
That's you.
I've
That
been
is
with
you.
that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because look what I did. I made the diorama from the back of a
I was watching that for you did it for Jackson.
Yeah, it's nice, huh?
And ladies and gentlemen, that wasn't a facsimile either.
It was a real book. You're welcome.
But you did it so well, though.
Thank you.
I was watching it and cringing at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you and Jackson.
I was like,
I can't believe doing it. Yes, most mutilated comics, Jackson.
When I watch
what I want.
When I watch your videos of you doing that, it's the most awesome thing I never wanted to see.
Right?
It's like a car wreck. You just can't stop watching.
Now, Sarah, when you're getting into your Rima stuff, you got the original book is called Green Mansions. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yes.
All right. You can get it. You can get it and republished.
Okay.
All right. But the movie is also called Green Mansions.
Green Mansions with Audrey Hepburn, right?
Yes.
God, look at you.
And Anthony Perkins.
Okay.
So it's
are you an old movie buff? Do you just love old movies? Are you? Or is
I just like movies in old and new.
Yep. Okay. I didn't realize it was. I got to get the book now. So all right.
All right. So and coming up for me,
more money.
Course, I got both of these people on again in 2 nights. Ryan and Sarah will be swapping seats. So it'll be the silver-haired Bronze Age babe doing Lois Lane covers. And what was it? Your Lois Lane what?
Oh, how about Lois Lane on the brain?
Yeah, Lois Lane on the brain. And then you got Ryan in the co-hosting seat with me and Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you like it or not, we're coming back.
Right, and then of course they've already mentioned it. It's kind of rhetorical because we're all saying the same stuff. You'll see over at their channel.
Yeah, you're seeing all of us together.
Yeah.
And then next week we have we have Mark Andrews starting out August on the 5th, and he is doing Frank Frazetta album covers 10-1-1.
Oh, that's sure.
I like that.
And then we have Candice Barbosa on making
Love Candice. We just had her on.
Well, she's making her third 10-1-1 appearance on the 7th, and she's doing Archie 10-1-1.
Oh, awesome. I'll have to tell Mr. Gretzky.
Right, so it's gonna, so it's that's gonna. Candice is always a good time.
Yeah,
another
Candice
person that always brings love and passion for the book she has.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we got coming up. But like I like to do, first of all, I like to thank my co-hosts because it's always great to have a different voice other than my own. Sarah, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It had been too long since you were.
My pleasure. I love being on your show, Gary. Seriously,
September, Tony. Let's do it. We'll get you back
Signature
on.
September.
Yes.
Signature September.
Already scheduled. And yes, thank you, Sarah. And then there's no show without a terrific guest. Ryan always exceeds that. Thank you so much, Ryan. We appreciate you having you back on the show. Thanks for always making time to be in my stupid little channel. I appreciate it. And of course, there's no show without a great audience. So thank you to all of us who joined us live.
Chat.
Yeah, you guys were great.
Us on the rewind.
Yep.
Both of these fine people here, their links are in the description below. Go sub them up. They're wonderful people, and you'll have a good time at their channels. So go give them a watch. You might find your new favorite content creator and somebody you just completely gel with. You don't know till you try them out.
That's right.
All right. And of course, with that, we're going to say like we always do. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, keep it casual.